Vivian, and I am one of the trainers and group fitness instructors here at the Memphis Kroc Center. Today we are going to do a workout to strengthen your back. We're going to start on the mat laying down, and then we'll move our way towards standing. You only need a mat and optional dumbbells, but we're going to go ahead and start laying down flat on the floor. And we're going to start with some pelvic tilts. And you're going to tilt your pelvis forward and then flatten it out on the mat. This is a very small movement. You're just going to arch your back so that your hand fits underneath if you were to put your hand there, and then you're going to flatten out the back onto the mat. So doing 8 of these, and we got 6 more here, just flattening out the back. Around your back, away from the floor, and then push it in towards the floor. 3 more here. Last one. Next, we're going to do our windshield wipers. You're just going to go side to side here to just release that low back tension. You can go as slow as you'd like. You can even hold on one side if that feels good for your body. 1 more each way. All right, now we're going to come onto our bellies. So just do a quick turnaround and just meet me onto your stomach. We're going to start in the Sphinx position here, and you're just going to hold it or come up and down with the breath. So you can exhale down and then breathe in, exhale up. Inhale, lower it down, exhale up. If it feels good just to hold, you can also just hold, and just hold here and breathe. This just helps any discs that might be facing out a little bit, pushing them back in. Just helping with that lower back stretching those abdominal muscles. So either going up and down or holding. And let's do 1 more up and down, or just 1 more breath of holding. And then you're going to meet me flat on the mat, and we're going to do some Supermans. All right, next we're going to do some Supermans. You're going to still be on your stomach, and you're just going to place your hands in front of your forehead. And then you're going to raise up the arms and legs at the same time. You're going to squeeze, lift up, and then lower it back down slowly. If that causes any trouble or discomfort, you can also choose only to lift the head or only to lift the legs. You can separate them out. We're going to do this 10 times. Lifting up, either both or separate them out. If you want an additional challenge, you can lift those hands out in front and lifting up that way. Exhaling up. Inhaling down. 2 more. And lift up, hold, and lower it down. Nice job. All right, from our stomachs, we're now going to be in a half plank position, a plank or a full plank or a half plank. I'm going to do half plank today. You are welcome to come up into a full plank if that feels good for your body. So we're going to do some renegade row. You have optional dumbbells if you'd like, but you're going to gently row up 1 arm at a time. You can also just hold here if it feels like that arm raise is too challenging. You're going to gently squeeze that core, lift up 1 arm, bring it in towards the body, and then shift over to the other side. And then again, you have those optional dumbbells if you'd like. Trying not to shift the hips too much, which I know is challenging. We're just doing 10 here, then taking a break. One more each side. And reset. All right, so from the floor, you're now gonna work your way to standing, and we're gonna do this next sequence in a standing position. So we're gonna start with a hip hinge, which is good for the whole back of the body. You're gonna feel a stretch in the hamstrings, glutes, and low back. And you have optional dumbbells you can use. So if you don't have dumbbells, just hands on hips or hands in front. We're gonna make sure the shoulder blades are nice and squeezed tight. You're gonna keep your back straight the whole time. You're just going to hinge at your hips, sliding the weights down right below the knees, looking forward, and then making your way back up. So we're gonna do that 10 times total. Making sure that back is still nice and straight. Great work, keep going. Feel that stretch in the back of the body. You can go slower if you want to feel more of a stretch. 2 more. And the last one. All right, nice work on those hinges. Next, we're gonna start in that same hinge position, and we're going to do some double dumbbell rows if you have those dumbbells. If you don't, then you can just pretend you have them. It's still gonna work those shoulder muscles. So you're gonna hinge at the hips, and you're going to pull in those dumbbells, squeezing the shoulder blades together and coming back down. Again, if you don't have those dumbbells, just pretend you have them, squeezing the shoulder blades together, coming back out. This works the shoulder muscles, the shoulder blades, and the mid-back. We got 5 more here. 4. Squeeze at the top. 3. 2. Last one, squeeze at the top. Hold if you'd like, and let go. All right, for this next exercise, you can use a band if you'd like, but if you didn't grab it or you don't have one, you can just do body weight. You're going to bring your hands right in front of your chest, and this is going to work, again, the shoulder blade muscles, the postural muscles. You're going to squeeze the shoulder blades together, extend that band out, squeeze and hold, and then slowly reset. So squeeze and hold in the back, making sure we're not bringing those shoulders to the ears. They're away from the ears. Squeezing and then releasing. 8 more. Squeeze, feel that squeeze, and release. Squeeze, release. 5. 4, make sure we're still breathing. 3. 2, and that last one, squeeze and hold, and release. Nice work. You can place the band over to the side. Now we're going to go into those standing cat-cows. So you're going to go ahead and get your arms together and just round your whole back forward. Make a nice rounded back, and then open up the chest nice and wide. Open cat-cows. Cat, round that spine, and then open up the chest nice and wide. Breathing in round. Exhaling open. Keep going. 4 more. Open up the chest. 2 more. And the last one. Hold it open if you'd like. Then we're just going to end with a stretch, placing your hands on the thighs and just pushing those hips forward, looking up. Little mini back bend, stretching our back, stretching our abs. Holding here, breathing. 1 more deep breath. And reset. Nice job. All right, great job on that back muscle workout today. If you want more of this, come see one of us here for personal training at the Memphis Kroc Center.